Dave here at Russo's RV looking at the 2025 20FK Geo Pro. This is the first Geo Pro with 2 axles. Prior to this, there was not one model that had 2, and for 2025, there will be one, only one, the 20FK. They dropped the S in the model number and they added an axle. Some people have asked me if there's other models like the 20FBS, the 20BH, similar length models that are going to have 2 axles going forward. The answer is no. This is the only Geo Pro for 2025 anyway that's going to have 2 axles. It's got a front kitchen setup, rear queen bed. It's one of only 2 Geos with the queen bed, the other one being the 19FBS. So we're going to take a walk around as usual. I'm going to point things out as we go. Front cap with the windshield is standard. Docking lights with the LED, nice and bright at night. Decals, you're actually not going to be able to tell much of a difference from the 2024 to the 2025 Geo Pros in general. The decals, the paint color, it's all the same, so no difference there. Front power jack, 2 20-pound bottles. There's room for 2 batteries in that battery box, and there's a battery disconnect switch underneath that box. This particular Geo came with 2 solar panels, 200-watt solar panels, so 400 watts total. A little bit of storage there, small compartment. The main storage is on the back. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Schwintek slide. You can see that from the top and the bottom tracks there. Slide topper. We always order these with slide toppers. If the Geo's got a slide, we want to get a topper on there just to protect that slide. 6-gallon gas electric water heater. They're sticking with this for all but the 12-foot Geo Pro. That's going to have a tankless heater, but all the other ones and all the other Rockwoods are going to be gas electric water heaters. Suburban gas electric water heaters. Potable tank fill, city water, antifreeze, and that's the connection for the 30-amp plug. Now this model, because of the front kitchen setup, it actually has 2 outlets for the sewer. The gray water, also called a galley tank, is just for the sink. Anything that goes down the sink drain is going to come out there. Anything that goes down the bathroom shower drain or the bathroom sink is going to go to the gray tank, and then the sewer tank is anything that goes down the toilet. Water outlet is there. 15-inch tires, same as last year, just this particular model has 2 extra ones with an extra axle. Rear ladder standard, 250-pound rated. This is your main storage compartment. Pretty good size. You can see the griddle in the back. That bag has got your power cord. There's the hose for the outside shower. So it's not technically an outside shower, it's a spray board. But you can hook it up there. A little bit more practical, I think. Use it as a hose, use it as a shower if you want. The rear receiver is a 2-inch. It's rated for 300 pounds. You can put a backup camera on. It still has the base for it. Easy hookup. Take you about 10 minutes to wire it in to the 12-volt system. Awning goes out 8 feet, and you can see it goes pretty much the whole length of this body. Covers all of that space underneath, including the outside cooktop. So gas line goes underneath. You can see the yellow caps on that one and the yellow cap on the other one. The other one is for the griddle. So you can have a griddle on that railing and the cooktop there, and they're both underneath the awning. On the 2025s, the one thing that does distinguish them is the new Forest River logo. You can see they're kind of rebranding. So for 50 years, Rockwood has been building campers. For 47 of those, we've been a dealer. We're actually the oldest dealer in the country, continuous Rockwood dealer. 12-volt fridge. One thing I really like about this fridge, and this is going to seem like a silly thing, but it's not. You got a switch on and off right here. No guesswork. You don't have to go behind the fridge. You don't have to pull a panel off. It just has a switch. The inside fridge also has a switch. And if you want additional solar, you can plug in a suitcase, solar suitcase, bring it out further, maybe find some sunlight if need be. The stabilizers remain the Lippert heavy duty stabilizers. Really good feedback in the 2024 models about these. I haven't heard one negative thing from customers, and we sold 20 or 30 Geos last year, so good sample size, I'd say. You can see the spare underneath. It's actually underneath behind the steps there. to get the spare, and to put your sewer hose goes in that tube underneath. All right, so let's head inside and take a look. Something that distinguishes this model over other Geo Pros is the amount of counter space. So this is the only front kitchen Geo Pro, and you get a lot of counter space as a result of that. There's 2 outlets, so you can see them just kind of sticking up there. So each one has 2 plugs, and then USB charge port as well. And you can just charge your phone. You can just like put your phone on top of either of those and charge them. There's a stainless steel sink underneath this grate. You just roll it out. You have access to that sink, but tons and tons of room. Really, most Geo Pros don't have a lot of kitchen counter space, but this one has a ton. In addition to the counter and the kitchen space is the queen size bed. So there's only a couple of models that have a true queen bed, a 60 by 80 inch bed, and this is one of them. The other one is the 19 FBS, which is really just the reverse layout where you have the bed going east to west, but it's in the front of the camper. This one's in the back. You also have a bunk. So this particular model is sold. Customer bought it within a week of it arriving at the dealership. They have some grandkids, and I know they're gonna definitely have some their grandkids sleep up there. And if they're not using it, they can always use it for a little bit of storage. This sofa also folds. It's a jackknife sofa, so it goes flat. The table swivels around, and it also goes up and down. And you can just take the whole thing out if you want as well. A couple of cup holders there. The fridge remains a 12 volt, 4.5 cubic foot refrigerator with the freezer. And these have been really good the last couple of years. Haven't had many issues at all with these. I think the first gen, like the early like 2019, 2020, 2021, we saw some issues where we had to replace some refrigerators, or there was some stuff that had to get worked out. But I think they're finally getting it right. They got a good Magic Chef brand of refrigerator that's been performing really well. You can see the brand there. So we're happy about that. This model comes standard with a 3-burner cooktop and a pretty spacious oven. You know, the customer was kind of joking they put like a small chicken in there, but really, I mean, you could. There's room for it in this oven. Sometimes RVs have ovens and they're kind of a joke. There's just no room at all. But you do have that 3-burner cooktop. So you got the 3 burners in here, you got 2 burners outside, and the griddle. All Geos come with a bottle opener as well, of course. Since the beginning, they have all come that way. The AC is a 13.5 thousand BTU. TV is a 12 volt smart TV, but you can also watch it from the bed. I just swiveled it out and I'm sitting on the bed. So if you had your head on this side of the bed, you could definitely watch TV from there, or you could just watch it from the sofa. It's a little bit close, honestly, if you're sitting at the sofa, which is fine. And I know some people feel differently about that. I know some kids want to live inside of a television, like myself when I was younger, but if I could, but most people want to have a little bit of room, and I think maybe from the bed it makes a little more sense to do so. So you get a bathroom with a sink with counter space. Actually, really decent counter space, so and also a little bit of storage under there. The fridge is porcelain, and so yeah, the base of it, porcelain. You get the plastic cover, and this part is plastic, I think, as well. But the base of it, the seat, is actually porcelain. Shower across from the toilet. It's a little tricky to get a good shot here, but it's actually a pretty decent sized shower tub. Use it as a tub or use it as a shower. You see that blue part of the shower miser there. Shower miser is just a way to conserve water. It's kind of an ingenious system to conserve water so you're not wasting it while you're waiting for the water to heat up. And they always put the skylight right above the shower so that tall people can stick their heads up there and get a good view. Digital thermostat for the air conditioner and for the heater, so no guesswork, just like turn it cold, hot, or whatever. No, it's got an actual temperature. It tells you the temp inside, 64 degrees in here right now, and then you can just set the cool temperature or the hot temperature very simply. Just want to take a look at the storage in here. One thing I really love that they've done here, any cabinet that opens up like this In the past, there would be nothing here to hold it. So you'd have to hold it up with your hand, and then you'd have only one hand to do anything. Now they've added these hinges that hold it up. And not only do they hold up the cabinet door, but look at this. It doesn't slam. It's a soft closing cabinet. And all of them do that. Every single one that opens that way has that same feature. See that storage there? It doesn't slam. So if you're opening it up at night, someone's trying to sleep, you're not gonna slam it and wake them up. I love it. It's a nice little touch. A few drawers under the sink. You have a couple of these with the plastic you can use for sponges and stuff like that. A couple of shelves and then pull-out drawers. And they all come out the same amount. They all come out. I'm just not opening them all so you can see the different ones there. A little bit more storage in there underneath the oven. Over the sofa, there's 3 cabinets, but it's all one space. Goes back about a foot, maybe 14 inches, and it's probably about 6 feet long. I mentioned earlier you could use this space above the bed on the bunk part. You could use that as storage. You could take that mattress out, and there's a little bit of a lip here. If you're afraid of things like falling on you, it goes down a few inches. So if you took the mattress out, you could use that as storage. If you want, you can get this out of the way. This lifts up and it's on pistons, and the bed just goes up out of the way. Windows open up, all 3 windows that are around the bed, so you get a little bit of a breeze, a little bit of a cross breeze there. And a storage compartment above the bed. Now there really isn't any kind of wardrobe in here to hang clothes, but I had a customer the other day said something I'd never heard before, and it made so much sense to me. They said, why am I hanging clothes if I'm camping? I'm not bringing a 3-piece suit. Like, you know what? That makes sense to me. Probably, like, I would just probably fold them up, put them in a bin or something like that, and store them. I think that actually is the first time I've heard that. But yeah, you're camping, right? You're not like, unless you're going to like a job interview, I don't know. But I'm sure there's some folks that would rather hang them. That's fine. Different strokes, different folks, but I think it's fine to just put them in a bin. Gee, I nearly forgot to show you this one. This is right under the bed, an extra drawer. It's actually the biggest drawer in the camper, right under there. And on the other side of it, of course, is that storage area, but you do have this. And inline filter, which was new last year. Way better. I love it. Makes winterizing easier to change out. You don't have to deal with a cartridge that you end up ripping out of the wall because it's impossible to take off. So really glad that they have that. And of course, the famous Forest River spatula / bottle opener. So you actually have 2 bottle openers in here. Drink responsibly. Not a whole lot of storage space in the bathroom. You have the medicine cabinet. You got a little bit of a shelf, the netting, and underneath the countertop, a little bit more netting with a shelf, and there's really not much room there. Not a whole lot you could fit. It only goes like 3 inches back before you get to that panel, so not a lot of storage in the bathroom, but a little bit, and I'm sure you can use every square inch that you can. All right, I'm going to bring the slide room in. We're going to see if we can get in the bathroom. Slide room is in. Now, can you access the bathroom? Now, that's going to be a question that people are going to have to answer for themselves. But I will say, I could get in there. I could squeeze in there. You got about, maybe 12 to 14, maybe 16 inches of space clearance there. So if you were to sneak by the sofa, you could get in there. I think most people, you're going to have to determine that for yourself. But once you get past that door, you got the access to your bathroom. You certainly have access to the bed. You can sneak past the couch and get to the bed if you're traveling and you don't want to put the slide room out. And the fridge is right here as well, so you can get to all of that. And the fridge is 12 volts, so you can run it while you're going down the road, which is another benefit of the 12 volt over the gas electric that we've seen. So this unit is sold, but we do have another one coming very soon, probably by the end of October, beginning of November. We'll have another 20 FK in stock. Thanks for watching.